Hello and welcome to another, what might be the last live trading session here on Steady Income Trading. And we'll talk about what's going on and why am I calling this the last of the live trading sessions. But first of all, let me just show you where we at uh, on the trading plan. And I want to just kind of explain to everyone this has nothing to do with the strategy. Strategy is going strong. The 10 alpha trading strategy, I think it's pretty solid. So if anyone wants to continue with that strategy, it'll be available in the Discord for the time for the foreseeable future. But let me tell you what's going on with me. Most of you, well, at least people from the Discord would know that I'm pretty heavily into Bitcoin. And most of my long-term savings and investments are either in Bitcoin or the MicroStrategy as a little bit of a leverage play on Bitcoin. And I went down the rabbit hole sometime in 2001. And increasingly, I started spending more time going down the rabbit hole, studying the monetary policy, the whole system, the everything. And I found that to be fascinating. And I strongly believe that the Bitcoin is the future. Um, in many ways, and it hasn't been recognized by a lot of people yet. So any small part I can do in helping people understand Bitcoin better is something that excites me and makes me feel I'm on a good side of the history, and helping empower people is something that it's both morally right and it's interesting. And if I can help somebody with that journey, I think I'm doing the right thing. Now, the trading itself, it's becoming a distraction for me for the most part. And the bottom line is, I'm pretty sure that none of the trading that I do, or pretty much 99% of other people, nothing will beat the monetary returns of Bitcoin over the next 10 years or so. That not even close. I know I can't beat it, and I'm pretty sure that nobody else can either as well. But the Bitcoin is it's not just the number go up, just the monetary returns. There's a lot to be said about the um, moral empowerment, economic empowerment, and deeper philosophy around it, which I find fascinating. It takes a lot of time to study the subject, and I realized that as I was going down the rabbit hole, now I spent way over 1,000 hours on that. I don't count it anymore, but it's well into heavy into over 1,000 hours reading the books, reading watching the videos, reading materials, articles, and everything to put it all together. And as I was going down the rabbit hole, I oftentimes run into something that I didn't see before. It wasn't explained properly, and I think if I can maybe break down some of those concepts, some of those subjects, and motivate somebody to do that, I think that's a good thing. So my YouTube channel will be going in that direction. I will be probably posting some videos on different subjects surrounding the Bitcoin in general, and then other things related to Bitcoin, which is basically economy and monetary structures and banks and governments and Fed and everything. It's just amazing that these things are not taught in school and are taken for granted. And meanwhile, the government is basically robbing people blindly every year by debasing the currency continuously. And obviously, it's not in their interest for people to understand that at mass. So Bitcoin is one tool that is uh, available to everyone, whether you're in US or Africa or in Europe. Everybody has access to Bitcoin nowadays, and you don't need a lot of money to get started, to put your savings into Bitcoin, at least a portion, depending on your conviction. And your conviction grows as you study the subject and as you understand the risks and what's involved. So basically, I want to dedicate my time, my free time to Bitcoin and just trading. Again, it's becoming a distraction. I don't find it as satisfying anymore. It used to be satisfying. I love options. I love everything about it, but it was very satisfying studying the options markets and everything. But it's no longer as satisfactory as it is reading a book on a Bitcoin or related subject. And I think since there's also no monetary gain that I can beat trading, that I can beat the Bitcoin or related investments, there is really no point for me to continue in that direction. So I'll be available in my Discord, for you guys that are members, in case you have any questions or if you want to talk further about it. But here we are. The the same YouTube channel will stay where it is. I need to think about how I'm going to structure these lessons and how I'm going to approach. There's a lot of other channels available on the subject, so I need to make sure that mine addresses something that I'm comfortable with presenting and that it's beneficial. And So that's where we stand. And I hope I see you both in the Discord and continuously on my YouTube channel. And if anybody has any questions, jump in. But otherwise, we'll call it. I'm not even going to go and close this trade now. There's no point. There's a little bit of extrinsic value left. The market is above the strike, so I'm just going to collect these additional $9 here. Then I'm going to close it, and then I'll be. That doesn't mean I'm not going to continue to invest money, but not necessarily trading. I'll be maybe moving this money into Bitcoin related investments. But that's where we stand, guys. Thank you all for being part of the journey here, and I hope to continue to see you in the future. And I do really hope that I help some of you realize the benefits of getting involved into Bitcoin. Now, nobody says that you should buy. I never say to anybody you should buy or invest in Bitcoin or treat it as a savings account. But I do want to encourage everybody to just go ahead and spend some time to study it and then see if it starts making sense to you. And then I'll be available to maybe help with some questions that you might have down the line. But I do encourage you to spend some time and study it. It's not what it's portrayed to be by a lot of mainstream media or financial institutions. It's not at all that. And it's important that there are more voices, and I want to contribute. The more voices are out there explaining, helping people understand, the better is for the whole community and for the whole movement. And it is a movement in a way. It's a movement in which we're standing up to the monetary debasement that's happening continuously, and that you might not be even aware of it. Inflation is never really what it's sold out like by the CPI numbers and similar. It's much higher than that. And in order to help yourself, you need to realize that you need to be in hard assets, and Bitcoin just happens to be the hardest asset out there that's also easily available, and you can hold it yourself. You don't have to trust the third parties to keep it for you, like gold. It's pretty hard to keep gold at home in any significant quantities, so you always have to trust somebody to keep it for you, and then they go and sell paper over it and debase it that way. But with the Bitcoin, it's a little bit harder because everybody can take self-sovereignty, self-custody, keep it away from the exchanges, and not rely on anybody else to keep it for them. So that's it. Thank you again very much for staying with me. And if you have any questions regarding the 10 alpha strategy as well, you can continue to ask those in the Discord. And yeah, Debbie, thank you. Thank you for being part of it. And thank you all, guys. Have a fantastic rest of the weekend. Well, it didn't start yet, but it'll start soon. And I'll see you around. Bye.